I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
You know, a while back, we seemed to be the podcast that reported on strange TV shows from Ross Kemp.
We did spend quite a lot of time on that, yeah.
We
even made some suggestions for him.
Yeah, we did. I've been alerted to another television show, nothing to do with him.
Okay.
But horrific. And not in the slightest bit car related. However, I'm just getting this out there now because I can't believe it's actually a thing. Okay.
Okay.
What it is it's an American show. And oh God, I mean, it's horrible to describe it even.
Well, you've started now. You're going to have to.
Well, that's the thing. It's been thrust into my consciousness, and it's really bothering me. So it can bother everyone else as well.
Well, share. Yes.
It's called, and I kid you not, it's called MILF Manor.
No, you can't do that.
Right. Okay. So in your head, you've got something pictured. You've got something horrific in your head, haven't you?
Yeah, I really have now.
Right.
Yeah.
Allow me to make it a lot worse.
I was going to say you're going to make it worse, aren't you?
This is a dating show.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah. So you've got eight MILFs in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously they need their love interests for the show to work. So the MILFs in question range from the ages of 44 to 60.
Well, yeah. That's the ballpark we're working with. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the love interests for the 8 MILFs of the age range just described are their 20-something sons.
Okay. Yeah, you've swerved off in a very different direction there. Okay. You say this is American?
Yeah.
Because it's got all the hallmarks of being Japanese up to this point.
It's very, very American. They've been shipped off to a nice villa in Mexico where they're doing a dating show, and loosely using the term reality television.
Yeah, very loosely. Okay, so they're there.
Yeah.
And each one, their son is there too.
Yeah.
Presumably, the idea is that they won't be paired up with each other. They'll be
fingers really crossed on that one.
Otherwise, it's taking another turn. Although that is, I believe, quite popular in certain states in America.
Yes.
Hello to our American audience.
Yes. But I've got nothing on this. I'm afraid I didn't quite believe it until I went. All right, this. I actually went and found a bit of it and went, this is awful.
See, somewhere in an office, in a TV network office, that idea has been pitched. So,
Someone's pitched.
I've got a great idea.
I mean, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong.
Dear.
But I got nothing.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Well, people will watch it, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna before we leave this particular gem from the small screen. I'm aware of a contest as part of as dating shows go. There are challenges and things.
No. Yeah, okay.
There's a bit where the mothers are blindfolded, and I kid you not, and they have to go up blindfolded to the topless lads, and guess which one's their son.
Oh my word!
Yeah, which is a bit odd because you're sort of they're sort of rubbing and sniffing and going, what, why on earth is what? How have we ended up at this point?
This is definitely a low point, isn't it?
I know American TV can be weak, but oh my god! But it's like car crash TV. You can't look away.
This still sounds very Japanese because they do weird stuff like this.
No, they do, but there's not a hint. Not a hint. It's
Dear,
all right.
Dear. I've just Googled it and kind of wished I hadn't.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to do, and away you go. Oh god.
Oh dear, that's no, it's not right. That's really strange. Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. Well, they all claim, all the ladies claim to be looking for love and going, is that really what you're looking for?
Yeah, I don't think that's. You're not going to find that. You're going to find something, but it's not going to be that.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
God.
That's really disturbing. Thanks for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah, but I thought it's I mean, it's nothing to do with what we normally talk about. But I'm sorry, but that's been in my consciousness, so I can't not share that.
Very odd, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, bit of a tangent, but
I've got nothing on that. I'm afraid.
I'm afraid that is one of the worst things that's ever been brought to my attention.
Yeah, and you learned about World War II.
Yeah. Well, what's odd is this seems to be voluntary.
Apparently, yeah. The potential for disaster there is high, isn't it? Really weird disaster.
Yeah. But, one final little nugget of information on it. One of the ladies, one of the MILFs, as said to put it.
Yes.
She has a name. This is an actual name, not a nickname or anything. Which, in MILF manner, with their sons running around, just
no.
I thought it was a piss take when she said it out loud. But she's called So Young.
I've just seen that actually. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? That's
yeah. She's there's some pictures of the lady here. Yeah. This is all very odd.
Should we draw a line under it?
I think we should, because I don't know where to go with this. I've got no opinions on this. Well, I do have opinions on this, but it's very strange.
Yeah. The trouble is, I mean, now I've looked, I will look more. I mean, I don't know how bad it can get after having to sort of sniff and rub men to find your son. But I'm assuming it can get a lot worse. So I will keep an eye on it for us.
I think there's potential for it to get a lot worse. Yeah, I'm surprised Ross Kemp isn't hosting it, to be honest.
Well, we're not at the final yet, so
perhaps they'll bring him in.
Yeah, he'll parachute in, call them all slags, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look
He's
going to
be praying he'd taken our suggestion of tower climbing.
Yeah. Extreme towering with Ross Kemp.
Yeah. He's going to wish he'd done that. That's very strange. I got nothing else to say on that, really.
Nope. It's awful. Weird, awful. Make it go away.
There's something wrong with the world, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's not good if that's what's passing for entertainment.
Part of me would like to know the viewing figures.
Yes, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Maybe I'll report back, see what I can dig out for that.
See if you can get some data on that for us,
Yeah.
because we like a bit of data, don't we? We like to quantify things.
Yeah.
See if you can find out if that's a winner and if it's going to get another series. Because that's... and if there's going to be a British spin, there's not going to be a British spin-off, is there?
I really hope not. But maybe do. I don't know.
You want to watch it, don't you?
No, someone's kindly sort of put little summaries up so that you don't have to endure the entirety of the.
Oh, okay, but what
the car crash?
What grotty little tasks they're getting up to?
Yeah. Just the real sort of highlights, if that's what you think they should be called.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it, I suppose. Yeah.
Right. Let's draw
a
very distinct line under MILF Manor.
I'd like to move on now, yeah.
Cars, you remember those?
Should we talk about cars? Yeah, that's good. We used to like those and talk about them a bit.
Yeah. Beginning of this week, I went for a wander from work just to go and get a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a car I spotted that I wonder if you have too.
Yes, because your office is in the same area as my house. So
yeah, we're in the vicinity.
My stroll locations are now your stroll locations. Yes,
that's it.
That sounds wrong, and I don't know why.
Not as wrong as MILF Manor.
No, that's wrong on a whole different level.
That's it. So
we can't achieve that level of wrong on this podcast.
No one. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually bothered going for a wander.
Okay. There are some little treats tucked away.
Treat? I don't know.
Oh, have I over-egged it already?
It should. Well, let's put it this way: it should be a treat, but it's not. I know where you live. I know where the office is, and you know where the school is in between the two.
You said that in a really creepy way. Like, I know where you live.
I do. I walked past it and everything. You weren't there.
Okay. No, well, I told you I wouldn't be.
No, you weren't lying. Right. So, I walk out of the main office gate down towards the school where the little roundabout is.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm walking down there, on the left-hand side of the road, there is what can only be described as the most horrifically styled Maserati Gran Turismo.
Yes, there is. That's been there a few months. It very rarely moves, even during the day.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yes, it's horrific. Yeah,
it's been wrapped, yo.
It has been wrapped, yo. It's in a matte. I think it's black. Sometimes it looks brown.
I think it is matte black, just really faded and crap.
With matte black wrap,
with gold motifs on the bonnet.
Yes, that's one word for it. Yeah.
And matte gold wheels.
It's really bad, isn't it? It's really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has been there a little while, and as I say, it very rarely moves. It might be knackered. I don't know.
Well, I walked past it 2 days in a row, and it was parked in a slightly different spot. So it's moved slightly.
It does move.
Yeah, well, unless it was pushed.
Maybe the handbrakes let go, and it's just gone back a little bit or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I just, why would you do that to it?
It is strange, isn't it? Because that's a nice car underneath.
Yeah. I dread to think what it's like inside. All the windows are tinted, so
you can't see, can you?
Well, no. I would have had to cross the road, and then it looked. Let's be honest, where it's parked, it's mildly dodgy there.
Well, you're on the edge of dodgy.
You're on the edge of dodgy.
You are sort of adjacent to dodgy there. Yes.
If you've got a really badly wrapped Maserati and you go peering through the window and you're that close to dodgy, I wouldn't be comfortable doing that.
You don't think the owner is going to be open to constructive criticism?
No, I would suggest swearing, mumbled vowels, and baseball bat.
Yeah, possibly with a nail in it. Yeah.
I know that is wildly generalising, but I mean, honestly, walk past and decide for yourself.
I know the car.
Not you. I meant the listeners. Yeah.
If they come round and have a look. Yeah. There is quite often a Range Rover P38 a little bit higher up from there. I don't know if that was there when you went past.
Doesn't ring a bell. I didn't see that.
Okay. It's dark blue. It's quite often there. Sometimes its rear end is down on the ground.
Of course it is.
Yeah, absolutely. The dog with worms stance that the P38 is well known for.
A cheeky drag.
Yes. Yeah. That is sometimes parked about sort of 5 or 6 cars higher up from the Maserati. I have seen it moving, and it is occasionally properly balanced, but often not.
So I was just staggered the first time I decided to stroll out of the office.
That must have been quite a shock to see that.
That's a turd. But
I'm now surprised I haven't mentioned it because it has been there a while. But I obviously didn't.
Yeah, but like you say, you're probably on a stroll, maybe, but. If you're going out in the car, I can't imagine you go in that direction.
Don't go that way. No, don't go that way if I'm driving. But if I'm walking, I do. Because you get a nice loop around your office.
Oh, yeah, you can go up round the top, boy. There's the garage up on the corner, isn't there, and all that?
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Very nice.
Oh, there's often a tasty something or other in there. Yes.
Not of late because I drive past quite regularly, and I'm just having a little peek in because you can have more than a little peek in because of the stupid traffic-like nonsense that's been going on there.
Ah, there you go.
Pain in the arse.
Yes, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. It's something to do with the new houses they're building in there, but it's that's been very annoying. I've been going the other way to avoid that.
But it's just because they've written off the entire roundabout.
Yes, they have. Yeah, completely. Yeah, you have to go round it the wrong way now.
Yeah, although it was sort of open on Tuesday.
That must have been a mistake.
Yeah, because I used the roundabout correctly.
Okay.
But there was still some lights somewhere. They have been dawdling whatever they're doing.
Yeah, they have. But by the time you get up as far as the garage we've just mentioned, it's clear. But you do get quite a good view into their.
Yeah, my view into the garage has been I've been sat there waiting for lights to change.
When you're going down.
Yeah,
yes, of course. Yeah. They do sometimes have a nice thing in there.
Nothing amazing at present.
No, fair enough.
I'll keep an eye out, but I will be glad when they stop digging that bloody road up.
It is a pain. I agree.
I'm getting fed up with it.
Yes.
Here's an interesting one. I was following a vehicle the other day.
Yeah.
And it was clearly a workman's vehicle.
Okay.
And on closer inspection, it became clear that it was a plasterer.
Right.
And I think we should play a little game.
Okay.
What vehicle was being used as a plasterer's mode of transport for himself and his gubbins?
Well, it's not going to be enormous because I can't imagine a plasterer needs loads of room. So I'm going to say... What am I going to say? I'm going to say Ford Transit Connect.
Oh, very specific, very practical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not expensive to run.
No. Good shout. Unfortunately, quite wrong.
Oh. Well, that is actually quite a busy part of the market. There's a lot of vans.
Yeah. Then I see where your mind's gone to. I see it.
You see you see what's happened there. Yeah.
Yeah, but as it turns out, your mind shouldn't go there, because I'm gonna have to, I will put you out of your misery, because we'll be here all night otherwise.
I could just keep guessing small vans if you like.
You could. However, he didn't go for a small van.
Oh.
He went for a tiny car piled high with plasterer's tact, and he was in on its arse, bits hanging off, Suzuki Celerio.
Blimey.
I'm like, why is this? Because I thought, well, actually, maybe this is a temporary vehicle. And go, well, no, but the interior and exterior are covered in plasterer's essence, should we say?
Let's not go there. That
seems wildly inappropriate.
Yeah, completely.
As a mode of transport.
That's a little city car, effectively.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, I can only imagine he's bought it really, really cheap, and he's just thought that'll do.
Yeah, but even I like you say that and go, oh, maybe that does make sense doing all that, but it doesn't make any sense, because, like you said, they don't need a lot of stuff, but they still need more stuff than you can put in a Suzuki Celerio.
You are still going to be better off with a little van, aren't you? Really?
Yes.
That's a very strange choice.
No. I just got thinking of, well, it can't be. Who bought one of those anyway? It's not a car you see very often.
It's not, is it? No, not at all. No, not at all. No, that's not. Where did he get that from? I don't
know, but
I wonder if that's either deceased spec or it's been handed down through a family or something like that. Because he must have either been given it or found it very, very cheap.
I mean, and no one's going to want it when he's done with it. Oh
no, he is the last owner. Yes.
Yeah, that's all done. Even if it's running and driving at the end of his tenure, no one's going to want that.
What's the inside going to look like? Oh,
well,
don't try and describe it.
Well, it's going to look like a plasterer's radio, isn't it?
It's going to actually going to look like a plasterer's car. In fact,
that's it. I mean, there are sayings in and around that phrase, but
but in this case,
it's actually going to look like that.
Yes. On the subject, if I may interject, of inappropriate vehicles being used for commercial purposes.
Yes.
Aside from the fact that I was actually doing that this week when I tried to cram a file server into the back of our Ford Puma, I'm not the thing I'm going to talk about. Because I've been out and about a bit this week, I saw something that really made me smile.
Oh, good. I like this.
And I think you're going to like this too. It passed me going the other way, so I only got a sort of little glimpse of it, but it was an XJ40, which is a good start.
I like where we're going already.
XJ40 in the dark red.
Oh, dirty.
Roof rack.
Oh.
2 full-length ladders on it. Love it. Love it. Whether it's like what occupation that is, obviously I have no idea. A window cleaner or I don't know.
Well, it could be because the boot is cavernous on it.
The boot is huge on those, as is the back seat.
Well, the thing is, you could be a window cleaner in an XJ40, and keep the inside immaculate, because you don't have to sully it because the boot is so cavernous.
Well, and your job is cleaning.
Yeah, so you should be relative. I mean, you're potentially a little bit moist, but other than that.
Because our window cleaner has an electric van, which actually, given that he only does local stuff, it's a really, really old Renault electric van. I think it was their first one. I'm not sure what it is, but it's definitely a Renault, and it's definitely electric, and he's had it for years. And for him just doing local stuff, that's perfect. Lots of start, moving between the houses. It's perfect. So he used an electric van, but an XJ40. Now that's commitment on a whole other level.
That's dear.
An XJ40 with two, and it was the full length ladders. It was the proper ones for climbing up the side of a house.
Yeah. That's
really made me smile. That I thought that's fabulous.
I'd have to take my hat off to him for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's that's perfect.
It is. It's great, isn't it? It's just great.
Yeah, I can't do that much more than that.
Because he's probably bought that really cheap.
Yeah. Well, maybe not recently, but at some point.
No, but it could have done.
In the
because there was a time where you could get one of those for a few £100.
Yeah, that time's slid on by, isn't it?
That the XJ40's bounced now. It's on its way back up again, but I mean, it didn't. I only got a glimpse of it, so I mean, the bottoms of the doors might have been frilly or anything. I don't know what state it was in, but it was doing a fine job of transporting some ladders. Wonderful.
Oh dear, that's. Oh dear, I do like that.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, gave me quite a moment, that did.
Yeah, fair play. That's like the Suzuki one ago. That's just nonsense. But yeah, a Jag for commercial use.
Yeah,
with what we assume is a focus on making sure the inside is still a nice place to be.
Yeah, well, otherwise it doesn't really serve any purpose, does it?
No.
A Jag with a horrible interior it's no longer a thing, is it? You don't need that. That's nobody
that's
wants that. Yeah.
No.
So you assume nice on the inside, nice place to be, and if you're going to be wafting between your customers, it's not a bad place to be.
Yep, like it.
Yes.
Right, sold on that.
Yes.
I saw a car with a bodge job, shall we say?
Yeah, there's a lot of them about.
And it's a really weird one. Just like... I wondered whether... Is this an issue with poor driving or a fail point on the car?
Okay.
And it was a Mark I Ford Galaxy, which in itself is not a car you see very often these days.
No, I suppose not now. No.
Still not a car you're going to get excited about. Whereas a dark blue one.
Yeah.
And both wing mirrors were attached with yellow gaffer tape. So,
okay.
Is that a common failing point on the Mark I Galaxy, or is the driver in need of a smaller vehicle?
They're struggling to judge the width of their vehicle there.
Yes.
And they were all out of blue tape.
Yeah. Or I mean, the thing is, when you come to gaffer tape, it's sort of it's either silver or black. So it's kind of standard.
Tends to be, yeah.
So someone's gone out their way to get yellow, and then thought, "Oh, I know what I'll do. His mirrors are a bit loose because I keep banging the bloody things.
Yeah,
I'll just tape those on. No one will ever know."
Yeah, beautiful, nice little yellow accent, like some people do. Coloured brake calipers. He's gone for. He's gone for the mirror tape. There you go. It's sporty. That's what's happening there. It's sporty.
Is it? Yeah, you're sporty MPV. Oh my goodness me!
I'm just, putting myself in the place of the individual.
Whatever happened to the MPV?
I'm assuming it's been like everything else, replaced by the SUV.
It had a very, very successful run for a short period of time.
Short period of time, yeah. Started with the Renault Espace, and went from there.
Yeah, then everyone and their mum had a little sort of try at it, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
they did.
Then it sort of died on its arse, didn't it?
And the Ford Galaxy you mentioned, of course, that was also a VW and a... what was the other one it was based on? Peugeot?
No, not the Peugeot, because Peugeot and Citroën had their own one, which was the boxy one.
That's right.
There was
a third incarnation of it.
There was the VW. There was a Seat as well.
Seat, that's what I'm thinking of.
The Alhambra.
That's it. They were all the same car.
Yeah,
just with different badges. Yeah.
Was it the Chiron, the VW?
Yes, VW Chiron. That was it. Yeah, Ford Galaxy, VW Chiron, Seat Alhambra. Yeah, they were all the same car, exactly the same car, just with different badges.
Oh God! Why is there's no point in keeping that knowledge in there. That's redundant. But there we go.
Yeah. Why do we know that?
Yeah, they were dreadful. But did they? There was a Mark
They were hugely successful. Hugely successful.
Yeah, they were. But I mean,
it was the beginning of the end of the estate car, though, wasn't it? It was pre SUVs, but people started to stop buying estate cars and buy MPVs instead. And taxi companies bought them, and
that's
airport shuttle companies bought them.
But the thing is, at least it had a selling point. It had the extra seats.
It was very, very practical. Yes, but especially the Espace, because it would do clever things like the seats would fold down or come out completely, or fold into the floor. You could do all sorts with it.
It was a dogging dream, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you get a mattress in that.
Yeah. Oh no, they don't like mattress. That's too organised now. They like it rough and ready. But at least if you can whip the seats out, you can have a bit of a pile on then, can't you?
Can you? I don't know. You see.
Well, no, I'm just brainstorming here. It's fine.
I know you've witnessed some.
Oh God, yeah.
Sorry, I just want to bring that back for you. I know you've tried to repress it, and you've had the therapy, and it's all.
Has that ever come up on here?
I don't know. You might want to rephrase that. I don't. I'm not sure. In 2 years of episodes, we might have mentioned it. I'm not sure.
I tried to block that
out. I know you have. That's why I like to bring it up every so often, just to refresh it.
Yes. So the dear listener is not in the dark about what he's chuckling about. I'm sure I've mentioned it before on here, and I think Phil did when he was on, that we've gone off and done these nav rallies.
Yeah, I think you might have mentioned that. Yeah,
which is important. That's relevant for this.
Well, you're hoping it is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when we do it, it's hosted by the motor club that we're a member of, and the rules are because there's a whole bunch of us. And you being rally driving stuff is driver co-driver, but the thing is that the pairs take it in turns to host the event, as in do the routes and the clues and all that sort of stuff.
Yes, in fact, I came with you once while you were planning your.
Oh, you did indeed. Yeah.
So fine day out that was.
Yeah, that was right. Nice bit of countryside driving, lovely stuff. Even if you did try and drive off while I was having a piss.
But that was the high point of the day.
Yeah, everyone enjoyed that apart from me. So
yeah, it's great.
So we were hosting one of these, and the general rule of thumb in this has always been pick a start and finish point. And if the finish point happens to be a pub, well done you.
Yeah, that bonus points.
However, the first time it was our turn to do it was during some of the slightly more relaxed COVID rules.
Oh, that's right. It was sort of during COVID.
Sort of.
It was the tail end of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit interim, meaning...
Because they hadn't done it for quite a while, had they?
That's
all.
it. No.
Yeah.
So pubs were a no-no.
Yeah.
So the start and the finish point turned out to be the same place. So
Yes.
that was just the way it went.
Just the way it had to be. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the A361 near us. It was just one of the rest stops off of there. So there we go. We picked that as our start point and said, right, yep, the rally's 2 hours long, so be back here within your 2 hours. That's it, job done. So and it's far enough out to go, well, there's no point in going back home. We might as well just stay put. So we just sat there and had a natter.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a way out, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit daft to just because otherwise you just piss away petrol for no good reason. So we're sat there, and then you realise it's an awful lot of activity in this car park, more than there should be. What is going on? Particularly nondescript vans doing laps.
Yeah, that is a bit odd, isn't it? Yeah.
And then it all begins. Then there's the headlight flashing. You're going, oh, what is happening?
Oh, they're doing the code.
Yeah. So that all begins. And then we go, right, so this is actually happening. Is it right? Brilliant.
This is going to unfold in front of you.
Yeah, fortunately, slightly further up the car park than we were. That was handling. That's not a euphemism.
You're not right. Not right in the middle of it.
No.
Slightly further up the car park. No, that's illegal in some countries.
Yeah, it is. And then some sort of you catch glimpses in the headlights of the van doing laps, and you go,
no,
oh god, oh god, and there's someone just pounding away at it at a window, just having a good old look and a good old tug. I'm like, what on earth? What have we got ourselves into here?
Yes.
No, we can't leave because everyone's going to be back here in a bit.
Yeah.
So then there's more goings on. You can see people having a shuffle about up there, and all you sort of see is shadows. And then another car comes around, so you see the horrific sights in the headlights. You go, oh god, he's going to wear it down to a nub if he keeps doing that. And then,
oh my god!
And then it quickly becomes clear. Going, oh, right, okay. So what's happening here then is after a bit of googling as well, because we're like, right.
What? You weren't sure what you were looking at.
No. I'm
going to have to research this.
No. Our biggest fear was like, right, what do we do? Well, or what do we not do to attract their attention? So we looked up various codes.
To make sure you didn't do them.
Interior light is a real big no-no.
Oh yeah, I've
that's
if that goes on, you're open for business.
Yeah. So that's a big thing. Then we found a bit more information, and the specific location that we were in was mentioned. And like, right.
Oh, it's a hotspot.
Yeah, it is a hotspot. And there was kind of it turned out there was some sort of timetable for said hotspot.
I didn't know it was that organized.
It would appear so. There were some forums and things going on, and there, depending on your sexuality, depends on which night you arrive.
Well, I suppose that's sensible.
Yeah, that's quite organised, and
that's practical. Yeah,
it has to be admired. How it did turn out that the night that we were there was gay night.
Oh, that's a good bit of luck, isn't it?
Yes, that's good. That's good. So cue the next site in the car park. Caught in the headlights, going. That is one chap banging another chap over a car bonnet, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yes, that is actually what's happening.
That's actually what happened, and they go, right, okay, good, right. But you just look at your watch going, is the 2 hours up anytime soon?
Yeah, how long have we got to go here? How long have we got to watch this?
But then one of the chaps involved in that particular bit of romance. He decided to run down the car park to the public convenience. But when he popped down, he decided to not bother with the bottom half.
Okay.
So he was fully dressed from the waist up and had a pair of shoes on, and that was about it.
That's a good look, isn't it?
It's a strong look.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, just letting it all air out a bit there, I think.
It's bold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Air drying, I expect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So
oh dear. So you were very careful with that interior light.
Yeah. Except when Phil, because when you do this, when everyone gets back, they've got their sheets that they've been filling in while they've been out with the answers to the clues.
Yes.
So Phil was like, "I'll bring my LED work lamp so that when everyone's back and it's pitch black, I can see all the paperwork." No. So he's in there fannying around with it.
Oh, no.
And our other mate that was with us, we were like, and then Phil's pissing about with the light. I don't even know what the rules are on LED work lamps. Turn it off.
Yeah, anything can happen. Yes.
Oh my god!
He's signalling all sorts in the corner there. Oh, that's
It'd be
bad,
like moths to the flame, wouldn't it?
Well, exactly. They'll be pressed up against your windows.
Oh. And then you say that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Then the penny dropped. And I went, "Oh, sod it. I know. I've heard about this before. And I should have known better. I shouldn't have ever agreed for that to be our start and end point for the rally, because a few years back, a customer of mine was coming from far. They were coming from Southampton, but they was developing a very bespoke piece of software for them. And we were sort of halfway through development phase, and we were ready for first round of testing. So they came down to test to some proper hands-on stuff, because they were quite techie in the bit of it that they were doing.
Yeah. Okay.
So fine. And he was bombing down the A361, and then he was like, he said, I had that feeling in my head. He said, I think I put the wrong thing in the sat nav. I think I put the wrong hotel. He said, I think I just got gung ho and went, yeah, it looks like Barnstable. That'll do.
But it probably isn't. Yeah.
So he pulled over in what turned out to be this rest area. And he said, right, I'm just going to fire up the phone and check the booking confirmation and redo the sat nav just in case.
Yep. Very sensible.
He said, so he'd stopped, pulled up, got his phone out, turned the interior light on, was fumbling around with the sat nav. Within about 30 seconds, bang! Like, honestly, pressed against the window, cock and balls.
Oh no! There's nowhere to go from that, is there? Really?
No. He said he shut off and hoped that the postcode was correct in the first place.
Yeah, if you get to the wrong hotel, just stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no!
Just get there and just go. There's definitely a cock print on that window.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, you need to. Yeah, you need a car wash as well.
Oh god, yeah. I'm gonna need a pressure washer on that sharpish. Thank you.
Yes, get that off. In fact, I might even.
Don't what? No, don't do that.
I think it might be safer just to replace the whole door. To be honest.
Oh, I think that's exactly what they wanted.
Oh, that's bad, isn't it?
What were we talking about?
I can't remember now. It's MPVs. That was
MPVs. It was
MPVs.
a Ford Galaxy with gaffer tape on the wing mirrors.
And we've decided that that's what it's been used for, I think.
Primed. Oh my god! You think that's how the wing mirrors got damaged?
It's entirely possible, isn't it? They're right in the way.
Oh, too much aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of flailing, and you'd easily have one of those off. Not like that.
Oh,
maybe that's why they keep the yellow gaffer tape. Maybe.
Hazard warning mirrors.
Exactly.
Don't flail in this direction.
That's right. It's so it's so the car is more easily, you know the orientation and things of it. You can, in the dark. Yeah, it's reflective. I bet you.
Oh, I bet it is.
Health and safety gone mad.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what it'll be. Maybe that's a whole new signal. If they're a very sort of small group and they all have the tape around the mirrors, there you go.
Right. I
think what we've come up with there is something they were hoping nobody would ever uncover, but I bet that's a thing.
That's it. We've cracked the code.
Yeah, I think so.
Dirty code, but we cracked it nonetheless.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, yellow gaffer tape. If you ever see any, don't buy it.
No. It's a bit like pampas grass in your front garden, isn't it?
Well, I've heard this. I've heard this as well.
Yeah, that's a bit of a keys in the bowl situation, isn't it?
Apparently, it is. Yeah, apparently. But I've
never had official confirmation on that, but I've heard that it is a bit swinger related.
I have heard the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. I mean, we've covered a lot there. I mean, I'll tell you what.
Well, it's all time in a vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we've. Oh, for goodness sake.
Are you sure you can put this episode out?
It's going out. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's probably fine.
Dear.
It's a public service that we're offering here.
I think we are filling in a lot of blanks for a lot of people here.
Yeah, that's it.
We've only got sketchiest ideas of it ourselves.
That's it. I mean, what would be really nice is when you follow up with this, when your dad's listened to this. I'm terribly sorry about this, Chris. I really am. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was him. He made me do it.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, and I apologise profusely, but I'm glad that we've expanded your knowledge.
Oh dear. That was not what we were going to talk about.
No, I was just comical gaffer tape all the way through to what to plant in your garden if you fancy a bit of swinging. Right. Did you have anything to round us off, or we can't leave it there? There's got to be something car related that's not dirty.
I've got nothing that competes with that. Well, I don't know. Eric Clapton selling about that. That's safe enough, isn't it?
What was that? Oh, Eric Clapton selling his Ferrari.
Yeah. Did you not get all that?
No. It's sort of. I got half of Ferrari, and that was about it.
That'll be my internet connection. Yes, Eric Clapton is selling his Ferrari 550 Maranello.
I see.
Yes.
I did see this actually. And then cue all of the obvious jokes. It's got a cream interior. Oh, very good.
That's going to come up. Yeah.
All that sort of nonsense. Yeah.
Yes. Lots of that. V12 manual.
Oh,
that's naughty.
That is. Because it's kind of in the color of the. It's a bit akin to the Bad Boys 2 car, isn't it? Color wise. I think
it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know if they've got a actual name for it here, but for the color. But it's very similar, metallic, sort of grey, silvery thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's. Am I right in thinking? Is there some sort of thing where he did some of his car colors based on, or the other way around, based on colours of his guitars.
Oh dear.
Have I made that up?
I've never heard that, but I'd be prepared to believe it. I'm just seeing if that's mentioned here in this piece about the Ferrari.
Because I know he's a massive Ferrari man, actually.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Enormous Ferrari man. Like, I think probably some of the highlights of his Ferraris, actually. He is a big fan of the 512 BB. I'll come back to that in a minute.
Okay.
One of my personal favourites as well, the 275 GTB.
Yeah. We've talked about that before. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Various other ones. And then if we go back to the hints of the 512 BB, he commissioned Ferrari to make one. Do you remember he commissioned the SPC 12 EC?
I don't remember that, but again, he's one of the few people who could.
That the SPC is Special Project Car number 12 EC Eric Clapton, which was based on a Ferrari 458, but styled to rekindle the look of the 512 BB.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, and I believe someone said, I'll Google it, but I think it was around the sort of 4.5 to 5 million mark to have that done.
Right. Yeah. Well,
let me see if we can find you a little picture of such things. Oh God, no! There we go. Let's turn off your ad blocker. I thought, no, thank you. Why is there only postage stamp size pictures of this thing? Oh, there we go. That's better. That's an enormous photo. That's much more like it. I'll send you that, but it might break your entire internet downloading a picture that size.
Oh, you could do. It's risky business over here.
There you go.
Let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I got that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what they've done there. Yeah. Oh, that is quite a thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, this particular one, the 550 V12 manual, they are expecting it to fetch 120 grand. I'm surprised it's not more than that, actually.
Well, you say that. I mean, they're not. I mean, that is a lot of money still, obviously.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But I would bet if it weren't a Clapton one.
Yeah, because the 550s are not the most pricey Ferraris, are they? I mean, they are a little bit. I mean, a little bit less expensive.
They are. I mean, I don't mind the visuals, but I can't get excited about the visuals, if I'm honest.
No, it's not objectionable. It's it's okay, isn't it? It's not. There's nothing wrong with it as such. It's just kind of okay. This particular one has done 31,000 miles from new. Extensive history file, as you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
A lovely little manual box.
A V12 manual, 6-speed manual on it. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Quite dirty. I'm just having a skim through the advert as we speak.
Yeah.
I don't know if it falls into a data protection issue, but there's Mr. Clapton's name and his address in Regent's Park there.
Yes, indeed. I don't quite know whether he's happy about that or not, but yeah.
Bit late now. There it is on the internet.
Indeed.
But yeah, nice.
I think so. Yeah.
Nice to get with the dark exterior but light interior. That can't be the most common thing in the world, actually.
No, probably not. Especially with the grey exterior, you would expect that to have a black interior.
You would.
So for it to be cream, because I've never, they don't quite go together, do they? The cream interior and a silver or grey exterior. Although you do find it now and then. But
yeah. I approve. I like that. That's
tidy.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
expect you'll be having a little cheeky bid on that, won't you?
Oh yeah, get right on that, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.